Hey there, fashion fans. Okay, so get this. We're about to dive into the future of fashion.
Ah.
And trust me, it's not just about, like, clothes anymore. It's about, like, a whole new shopping experience.
Yeah.
We're talking AI completely changing how we shop.
It's uh it's pretty wild.
Oh, it is.
Like imagine walking into a store
Right.
and it feels like the whole place is designed just for you. The music, the lighting, even what clothes they're showing.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the kind of personalized experience we're talking about today.
I am so here for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so to unpack all of this, we are diving deep into future of fashion retail, the generative AI transformation.
Mhm.
It's by Naveen Balani.
Yeah, Naveen Balani, he's got this whole concept called synesthetic fashion retail,
Synesthetic fashion retail.
which basically means using AI to create a shopping experience that engages all your senses.
All of them.
Yeah, like all of your senses.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
think about those times you walked into a store and were just like instantly drawn in. Maybe it was the music they were playing,
Yeah.
or maybe a particular scent.
Totally.
Synesthetic fashion retail takes that feeling and amplifies it like a lot using AI.
So instead of just wandering around aimlessly like I usually do,
Right.
I'll be guided by my senses. I'm into it. But how does this even work?
Yeah. Well, imagine you're browsing for a sweater online
Okay.
and you wish you could like actually feel the texture before you buy it
Oh, all the time.
because you're like, is this going to be itchy? Is this going to be soft? With what's called haptic technology, you can. It lets you feel the fabric through your phone screen.
Wait.
So you know exactly what you're getting. No more scratchy surprises.
Whoa, that's a game changer, especially for someone like me who does like all of their shopping online.
Right.
But let's get back to this whole sensory experience thing.
Okay.
How does AI personalize this for like each shopper? Does it like read my mind?
It's not mind reading exactly, but
Yeah.
AI analyzes your past purchases, what you browse online,
Mm-hmm.
even your style preferences, all that data.
Wow.
It uses all of that to create a unique sensory experience just for you.
Okay, so walk me through this, like step by step. Let's say I walk into a store.
Okay, yeah.
What kind of like sensory symphony is this AI composing just for me?
Well, imagine stepping into a store, right?
Okay.
And you're greeted by this like subtle personalized scent.
Okay.
Maybe it's the aroma of like fresh cotton on a summer day, or
Ooh.
something warm and spicy when it's like cold out.
Okay.
The AI can even adjust the scents based on what you like and what you're shopping for.
All right, you're speaking my language. I am feeling relaxed just thinking about it. But scent is just one sense.
Right.
What about like the soundtrack to my shopping spree?
Mm.
Please tell me AI is getting rid of that generic elevator music.
Well, thankfully, the book talks about how AI can create like personalized playlists that match the vibe of the store
Yeah.
and even adapt to like the other shoppers, like who's there at that moment.
So the music actually changes based on who walks in the door.
Yeah.
That's next level.
It is.
Does this mean I can finally escape those cheesy pop songs?
Exactly. It's all about, creating a more enjoyable and engaging experience.
Okay, I am sold on the AI DJ. What about sight?
Uh-huh.
Can AI really enhance like the visual experience of a store
Yeah.
beyond like those perfectly styled mannequins?
Absolutely. Imagine walking into a store
Okay.
and the displays seem to like magically change based on your style preferences. Maybe you see more sustainable brands highlighted
Okay.
or the latest trends that match what you like.
Wow. So instead of just seeing like the same old displays, I'm getting a curated selection like just for me.
Right.
That's seriously impressive. But hold on a sec. We've talked about AI composing like
Yeah.
sense music and even like visuals.
Right.
What about like the actual clothes?
Okay.
Can AI actually help me like dress better?
You're talking about AI stylists, and yeah, that's like a huge part of this whole fashion revolution. Imagine having this virtual stylist that knows your wardrobe, like inside and out.
Okay.
They know your size, your style, even like what colors look best on you.
Okay, that does sound like amazing. But
Yeah.
in reality, I can barely keep track of what's in my closet,
Right.
let alone expect some like AI to do it for me.
Yeah.
How would this even work?
Well, so think about like all the data we're like already generating through our online activity, right? Our
Yeah.
purchases, what we're browsing, even what we're pinning on, like our virtual mood boards.
That's right.
AI can analyze all of that and create like a personalized style profile.
So no more like endless scrolling through online stores or
Yeah.
trying on a million things in like a fitting room.
Yeah, your AI stylist could curate a selection of clothes just for you
Okay.
and even suggest like complete outfits. No
Wow.
more guesswork.
Okay, I'll admit I'm starting to like warm up to this AI style idea.
Yeah.
But what about the human touch?
Yeah.
Like part of the fun of fashion for me
Mm.
is like experimenting with new styles
Right.
and getting advice from like my friends and stuff.
Absolutely. And AI isn't meant to like replace that. It's about giving you more tools and inspiration.
Okay.
Imagine like getting personalized styling tips from this AI. Like, hey, this top would look great with those pants that you bought last month.
Yeah.
Or here's how to style that vintage dress that you love.
I love that. It's like having like a personal stylist on call, like 24/7.
Exactly.
But let's shift gears for a sec.
Okay.
We've talked a lot about how AI can like personalize the shopping experience.
Yeah.
But what about its potential to make fashion more sustainable?
Oh, yeah. That's a huge part of it.
Okay.
Remember how we were talking about like how AI uses data to
Right.
personalize your experience?
Mm-hmm.
It can actually use that same power to make like the entire fashion industry more efficient and eco-friendly.
Okay, so how does that actually work?
So like one major issue in fashion right now is
Fair.
just overproduction.
Mm-hmm.
Brands will often just create way more clothes than they can actually sell,
Yeah.
which leads to a ton of waste.
Yeah, totally.
But with AI, they can start to analyze trends and predict demand with like much greater accuracy.
So they can produce what people actually want
Exactly.
and reduce like all that waste.
Yeah. And it doesn't stop there. Like AI can also help to optimize the entire supply chain,
Right.
from like sourcing sustainable materials to reducing energy consumption at factories.
Wow, AI really is a game changer for a more sustainable fashion industry.
Yes.
But let's talk about like the elephant in the room here,
Okay.
the metaverse.
Yeah.
Is this like digital realm going to become the ultimate AI-powered fashion playground?
Oh, absolutely. Imagine a world where you could try on clothes, virtually attend,
Yeah.
like fashion shows from your living room,
Wow.
and even design your own digital clothing lines. Like the possibilities are pretty endless.
Okay, I have to admit that sounds pretty amazing. But how far away are we from this like virtual fashion utopia?
Mm-hmm.
Are we talking next year or like next decade?
Well, I mean, we're already like seeing glimpses of it, right? Digital
Yeah.
fashion is like definitely gaining traction. And as both AI and metaverse platforms evolve,
Hmm.
we can just expect even more immersive experiences.
So we're on the cusp of a like fashion revolution where our senses are like heightened,
Yeah.
our wardrobes are curated,
Mhm.
and our like digital avatars are like strutting their stuff in the metaverse. Not gonna lie, it's a lot to take in.
It is. It's a lot. And while there are definitely like still some questions to be answered, especially
Yeah.
when it comes to like accessibility and
Right.
inclusivity, the future of fashion is looking
Yeah.
incredibly innovative.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. We've been talking all about like the future of fashion, but
Yeah.
it kind of feels like we're already living in the
Yeah.
future, right? Like
Right.
we've gone from like browsing racks in department stores
Yeah.
to having like millions of options, like right there on our phones.
Yeah, totally.
And now we're talking about AI,
Right.
like curating our wardrobes
Right.
and
Yeah.
and stepping into like virtual fitting rooms in the metaverse.
It's a lot,
It's a lot.
but that's what makes it like fun and exciting.
Yeah, totally.
Like, think about it.
Okay.
In the metaverse, you can like attend a fashion show 1 minute and then design your own like digital outfit to wear to a virtual party, like right after.
Right, yeah.
The lines between like the consumer and the creator, they start to blend together.
That is super cool.
Yeah.
But let's break it down like a little bit maybe for those of us who are like a little bit newer to the metaverse.
Okay, yeah.
What would my AI-powered fashion fantasy actually look like in this like digital world?
Okay, so imagine like browsing this like virtual marketplace.
Yeah.
And you can walk into all these different stores,
Mhm.
each one like totally tailored to your style and your budget.
Wow.
You could try on clothes from like all over the world, go to like exclusive fashion events, and you can
Mhm.
even get styling advice from like these AI experts.
Okay.
all without like leaving your couch.
So basically, it's like online shopping, but like a million times cooler,
Right.
way more interactive. I'm into it.
Yeah.
But let's talk about like the clothes themselves for a sec.
Okay, yeah.
Will they just be like digital versions of what we already see in like the real world?
Right.
Or can we expect like next level creativity?
That's where it gets really interesting, I think.
Okay.
In the metaverse, designers aren't like held back by the limitations of the physical world.
Oh, okay.
Imagine clothes that like change color with your mood,
Whoa.
or like garments that can like defy gravity,
Oh.
or outfits that like sparkle and shimmer when you move.
Okay, now that's what I'm talking about. Forget trends. I want to wear clothes that like break the laws of physics.
Right.
But on a more like serious note, what about accessibility?
Yeah.
Will everyone like be able to experience this fashion metaverse, or is it just going to be for like, tech savvy fashionistas?
Yeah, no, that's a really like crucial question, and
Yeah.
it's definitely something that like designers and developers need to like really think about, because like the metaverse has this potential to be incredibly inclusive, but
Yeah.
that's only if it's like accessible to people like from all walks of life,
Yeah.
regardless of like their technical skills or their, how much money they have.
That makes a lot of sense. It wouldn't be a true fashion revolution
Right.
if not everyone could participate in it.
Exactly. Ultimately, I think like the success of this fashion metaverse
Yeah.
depends on, how well it can connect with people on a human level, to foster like creativity and self-expression and just like a sense of community.
Well said. We've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
We have.
From the sensory symphony of like AI-powered retail to the just like the limitless creative potential of the metaverse.
It's a lot.
It's clear
Yes.
that the future of fashion is going to be like a wild ride.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a wild ride. And while there are, definitely some like big questions that we still have to answer.
Yeah.
One thing's for sure, with
Yeah.
AI at the helm, the fashion industry is about to become, a
Yeah.
lot more personal, a lot more innovative,
Yeah.
and definitely a lot more exciting.
Absolutely. So what are you waiting for? Keep an eye out for those AI stylists and get ready to step into the fashion metaverse. You never know what amazing discoveries might be waiting.